the famous journalist Marco Martínez Soriano referred in an offensive way on television to the indigenous boy called Yuawi, the little boy of the song Movimiento Naranja of the political party Movimiento Ciudadano. People were offended by his classist and racist comment because he referred to this child as a changuito.
Es mi changuito que tengo de mascota, son niños indios.
This happened in January of last year. This is a case of racism and classism. It is not the correct way to refer to a child at the same time that we are all equal in this country.
There are different historical processes that have created racism and classism. 3 examples of these cases are the beginning of the conquest, where Spanish people began to change religion, language, and culture of Mexican people. At this moment, they tried to eliminate how Mexico was consolidated due to the fact that they considered this as a lower level to them. The second one is the consolidation of colonial Mexico. Existed the caste system that made notorious differences between people caused by their ethnicity and social class. Depending on their level, they had certain privilege. For example, European people were the highest class. The next ones were the indigenous people, and the lower ones were African people. The last one is the appearance of social networks and internet. When this new phenomenon began, people had an easier way to communicate and express with people all around the world.
Here it began to be more notorious the racism and classism in the Mexican society. These ideas were expressed in text, memes, videos, etc. Mexico is a racist and classist country. Unfortunately, this is something that has happened for centuries. There have been many historical processes that over the centuries have kept this racism and classism alive. There was a starting point, but things are still the same today. Personally, we have never experienced racism as such, but we have been victims, and sometimes we have seen how our own comrades are discriminated by their way of being or their presence, and above all, that they are classified by their economic level.
Racism and classism is a very big problem in our country, making it really difficult to eradicate it. Each person has a different way of thinking, and not everyone has the same readiness to change. The process is going to be slow because we need to start teaching the next generations that everyone deserves the same respect and opportunities since they are little ones. Also, make generations think about the damage and toxicity we have generated between each others. Tolerance needs to be increased by creating campaigns in social media for all the society. And what the government could do is to make more severe laws against classism and racism in the real life and also in the internet. Parents needs to be able to transmit thoughts of equality and support their children since these are the most important years of their lives.